Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. At the 45, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. Go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start getting the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University, all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go. He's playing at a high level.
On the option. And loses the ball after the huge gain.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers. Ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out. He's got to get ready to go play the next play.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done that way.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, man. As a quarterback, you throw the football away. stay or don't try to force it too tight into a window. You just say, hey, that's one that rep. Good coverage.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They want to throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The inside handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little free street run.
Running to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying it's pass, having a pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They've got him looking one. Now they're going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the offense swung a big-time lead, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down strike.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yard situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you Surprised? You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check the benches.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it and drive on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes head it quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll leave it with him. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to pass. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He'll take it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The AT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Using his legs, it's James. At the 45 on his way. Open runway ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. A strike downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Heel off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. And as he throws, nowhere close on that one as he got well trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket. He scrambles out and goes to his right. I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make the play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. He's trying to chase him by the defense.
I love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's 3rd and 1 in this quarterback right now. He's got to be expected. So you want to know where your hot dogs are. You got to know where your best matchup is. But understand this. We're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is
got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts him on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Coyotes. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying play action. Quarterback extends the play. Working that left side now. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback will keep it. He breaks the tackle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
And his throw is incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score.
The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Keep it up. Good ball, baby.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver shows motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Time to take a shot. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
This offense will break on explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now getting their gears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that pass picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it
fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. Just probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go to tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll run it. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't full. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and grounding the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Getting some heat. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll run the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And as we start the fourth quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set, go!
The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial in plays intentionally, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest ends of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. We saw it right there on that.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake. Keeps it going. Quickly complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He showed his ability to shed tackles, but good night. The defense just kept flying to him.
Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to do. Defensively, you fly to the football. As soon as you see that thing thrown, I got to break on the football and not assume somebody else is going to make the tackle. And they did a good job because several guys missed, but they just kept giving great effort in forcing the...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half. He's loose. He's at the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started.
And how about this this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Eastern Michigan rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be... A solid victory there in Ypsilanti. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running game. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue 29!
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Running back searching for a hole. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here. He leaves it with the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now...
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party, the consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd.
Nothing but green ahead. A 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the punishment has been extended. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
Makes the grab.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell it for going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. And here we go, final play of the game right here. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish, nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.